J.R.D. Tata, the doyen of Indian industry, wrote, "When I was a young man and shared with thousands of others the dream of a free, modern and industrialized India, the life and struggles over half a century of a succession of inspired leaders from Dadabhai Naoroji to Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, Vallabhbhai Patel and others convinced me that India's political freedom could not be long delayed and that the time has come for the country to prepare itself to take its destiny in its own hands." Jamshedji Tata had warned that political freedom would be a delusion without economic strength to support and if need be defended, and that the latter in turn must be based on science and technical education in addition to industry and electric power. He has himself laid the foundations for all the three in the industrial projects and the Institute of Science he had sponsored at Bangalore. The appearance on the scene of Homi Bhabha in 1943, on his return from Cambridge, with his immensely talented mind, steeped in modern science and his prophetic vision of the potential of nuclear energy, seemed a predestined one. Tata Institute of Fundamental Research was founded on June 1, 1945. More than a year before that, in March 1944, when Bhabha sent a proposal to Sir Dorabji Tata Trust for establishing a vigorous school of research in fundamental physics, it was something nobody in India could have thought of. He wrote, "I have for some time past nurtured the idea of founding a first-class school for research in the most advanced branches of physics in Bombay. The scheme now I am submitting to you is but an embryo from which I hope to build up in the course of time a school of physics comparable with the best anywhere. There is at the moment no big school of research in the fundamental problems of physics, both theoretical and experimental. These are, however, scattered all over India, competent workers who are not doing as good work as they would do if brought together in one place under proper direction." Today, in the year 2009, when the country is celebrating the birth centenary of that great visionary, Homi Bhabha, the imprints of his giant personality can be seen everywhere.
While Homi Bhabha was building these institutions, we had very meager laboratories in the beginning. I know Raja Ramanna and others, when they're in these servants' quarters, which was our hostel where we stayed, and the ground floor of that, some rooms were still not occupied and so on. That was Raja Ramanna's laboratory. He with Dougal sitting on cots which were infested with bed bugs, trying to wire a circuit, and they called it a multi-channel analyzer, a kick sorter. And that was the kind of thing that began. But the atmosphere was such, everybody was involved in discussions, involved in doing something new. Nobody grudged this. I think in the place where now the TFR is, they had some old army barracks. And so they worked in those barracks. And the barracks leaked, and they put polythene sheets and so on to protect themselves. It was absolutely minimal kind of a place to work. I think it did a favor to Raja Ramanna. We had these hostel rooms. Ramanna came about the same time as I did. He came after doing his PhD abroad. But he found that Ramanna was a great musician. He played the piano. So he issued an order. Ramanna should be given 2 rooms, one for his piano and the other for his sleeping.